This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
This is the late night news on NDTV Hindu. I'm Evelyn Matthew. These are our top stories tonight. ML Bright is guilty of molestation, says the Tamil Nadu police. Is he the state's new Will Hume? The Nokia management says all is well now and that the employees are back tonight, but the workers refuse to comment. Pro-Tamil politicians bag a new catch. The Indian fishermen now their rallying point. NDMK's Vaiko and Nedumaran get a remand to police custody.
The High Commission in India should be removed, should be thrown out from our soil.
After question papers being leaked, it's now fake mark sheets. That's the ticket to colleges. 41 students identified ahead of counselling. Heading to the Elliot's Beach in Besanagar, Big Brother is definitely watching you. Police installed surveillance cameras to prevent mischief. She's on her mark, set for the new season and ready for the Commonwealth Games as well. The Indian squash sensation talks candid to NDTV
When you
Hindu.
start off, you have like a lot of junior tournaments, and then that's how you catch up in the seniors and you get recognized.
Also a look at the top stories that's making national headlines. More than 70 people hospitalized after a chlorine leak in Mumbai. The cylinders were lying in the port for almost 15 years. Determining strategy to take on Red Terror, a unified command, a retired Major General and 400 new police stations coming up at Naxal-affected states. Karnataka's Chief Minister Yediyurappa says Belgaum is indivisible even as Ashok Chavan takes his battle to the Prime Minister. The wetlands of Andhra witnesses an ugly exchange between the villagers and the police who are forced to open fire. Well, days after a fisherman from Tamil Nadu died mid-sea after an alleged attack by the Lankan Navy, political parties continue to take turns protesting against the Lankan administration. And the protests this time, what some call political tokenism, have led to the arrest of Sri Lankan Tamils protection movement leaders Vaiko and Nedumaran. The leaders were arrested here in Chennai for taking out a rally demanding closure of the Sri Lankan Deputy High Commission in the city. The party workers from different organizations too participated in the protest, raising slogans and burnt effigies of the Sri Lankan President Mahinda Rajapaksa. Vaiko, Nedumaran and Natarajan, along with 203 party workers, including women, are going to be lodged in 3 jails, that's at Kadalur, Madurai and Trichy Central Jails.
The High Commission of Sri Lanka represents the bloodthirsty regime of Rajapaksa, which has massacred hundreds of thousands of Tamils, men, women and children. That is why we Tamils demand the Deputy High Commission, the High Commission in India should be removed, should be thrown out from our soil. This is our demand.
And for the latest details on the story, our political reporter Shabir Ahmed now joins us over the phone line. Shabir, what are the latest details you can give us at this point?
Well, Evelyn, at this point in time, the police are taking Vaiko, Nedumaran and Natarajan to the Pulal prison, and from there they will be lodged in 3 different jails. Sources have been telling us that Vaiko will be lodged in Tiruchi prison and Nedumaran will be lodged in Kadalur and Natarajan will be lodged in another prison at Madurai. So that is what the latest detail we are getting here. There is mounted security here in and around the Raja Kalyana Mandapam, from where they have been arrested and kept since morning. And now there was a dispute between the police and Vaiko and other leaders that the police were trying to split them into 3 groups and lodge them in different jails. But Vaiko was demanding that all those 205 cadres who have been arrested should be lodged in Pulal prison, but the police aren't willing to take any chances at this point in time. So they have decided to split them into 3 groups and take them to different jails across the city. Here, hundreds of party cadres, other party cadres have gathered outside the prison, and they are extremely angry by the way their leader Waiko has been arrested. In fact, some of them say that it's a crackdown on pro-LTT leaders in the state, because yesterday Seaman was arrested by the police before addressing a press conference. In fact, the police did not allow him to actually hold a press conference or to share his views to the media. And now leaders like Waiko, Nedumaran and Natarajan are being arrested. So political reactions are being pouring in. The CPI has already condemned this arrest, and they have demanded that Waiko, Nedumaran and others should be immediately released. So this is the situation here, and in a few moments from now, Waiko will be taken to the Pulal prison, and from there he will be shifted to other prisons across the city. But it appears that it is completely a crackdown on LTT leaders in Tamil Nadu, pro-Elam leaders in Tamil Nadu. Evelyn.
Thanks very much indeed, Shabir, for joining us with those details. And like he's been saying, the communist parties have condemned these arrests. We spoke to the CPM State Secretary, G. Ramakrishnan, and here's his reaction.
On behalf of the Communist Party of India Marxist State Committee, I condemn the arrest of Waiko, Nedumaran and others. See, though I differ with them on Sri Lankan Tamils issue, it's a democratic way of protesting against what they wanted the government to do. So, it's wrong thing to remand them. So, on behalf of my party, I condemn the arrest and remand of the leaders of MDMK and Mr. Nedumaran and so many other people. I press the government to release them immediately.
Well, politicians are protesting on one side. Employees of a mobile company have been protesting on the other side. After 2 whole days of striking, the Nokia India management has confirmed that the strike by their employees has been called off, but the workers haven't really confirmed this yet. In a meeting today, the management at the manufacturing facility met with the Minister of the Labour Department, and they say vested interests prevented workers from coming to work yesterday, which was why there was a large number absent today. Around 1,500 employees of Nokia in Sri Perumbudur have been on a strike, demanding that employees who were sacked earlier be taken back, in addition to a demand that there be a hike in their salaries as well. Our reporter Batila has been tracking this story throughout the day, and she joins us now with the latest developments. Batila, what are your sources in the employee union telling you?
Well, Evelyn, I just spoke to some of my sources in the employees unions, and they just said that they're quite sad about the outcome of the meeting today. They say that the management did say that the Nokia will be locked out if the employees refuse to go back to work today, and hence, as they had no other choice than to accept it, they did. They all are going back to work, and the work will begin at the factory with immediate effect. That is, they start working from tonight itself on the night shift. But however, the management did confirm that they will look into some allowances, and the employees also did say that the management has agreed to give them some allowances as part of the wage package, though they have not agreed to increase the wages for them. And
right.
For them, however, they have confirmed that all the suspended employees will be taken back, but proper legal pending issues will be cleared with them, and this reaction will be taken against them, and they will be allowed to work anyways in the unit, Evelyn.
All right. Thanks very much indeed, Batila, for joining us with those details. Now, the state of Tamil Nadu has another Will Hume. The Tamil Nadu police has now pronounced that M.L. Bright, the correspondent of the Kodaikanal Public School, is prima facie guilty of molestation. A magistrate had recorded statements of 9 students on molestation charges. The very unpleasant behavior came to light when a class 9 student of the school had first complained of molestation by Bright. Now, both the correspondent and the principal of the school are behind bars. And our crime reporter Salim joined us with details of how Bright had lured the little girls into his fold.
As you said, 9 girl students recorded their message in front of a magistrate in Dindikal district. In that message, the students are very clear. Allegedly, they have said that 17 of them were offered a fee waiver on the condition that they should stay in the bungalow of the correspondent and not in the hostel. Also, the students say that the school actually commenced on the 1st of June this year, and on the 4th of June, 17 of them were actually shifted from the hostel to the bungalow of the correspondent, and allegedly they also said that the correspondent would ask them to come in their night dress and watch English movies with them, and thus he used the chance and misused the opportunity. And actually this issue came to the spotlight when a 9th standard girl lodged a complaint against Emil Bright. He went absconding then, and later 2 weeks ago he actually surrendered before a court, and even the magistrate granted 3 days police custody. And in a fresh development, the police have come out and said that prima facie evidence against Emil Bright shows that Emil Bright is guilty of what he was actually accused for.
Now, in other news, after NDTV Hindu reported the news of the exam paper leak, here's another scam from the field of education. In the race to getting admissions to an engineering or a medical college, looks like students will do just about anything these days, even if it means getting a fake mark sheet to prove that they are from the same state. In Tamil Nadu today, 41 students were identified for submitting bogus certificates for counselling into engineering colleges. Shabir Ahmed says this might not just be the tip of yet another very cold iceberg.
41 students are under investigation after they produced tampered mark sheets in what appears to be a desperate bid to qualify for engineering and medical courses. Initial investigations reveal that parents had assisted in forging these mark sheets. Angry education officials have warned of stern action.
University அந்த எண்ணத்தை மாற்றிக்கொண்டு உண்மையான மதிப்பெண்களை சான்றிதழ்களை அனுப்பி வைக்குமாறு பத்திரிகைகளின் மூலமாகவும் தொலைக்காட்சிகளின் மூலமாகவும் மாணவர்களையும் பெற்றோர்களையும் வேண்டிக் கொள்ள கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கிறோம்.
University side, we have given complaint to the concerned people. Whatever action it is to be taken, they will take it.
The Directorate of Government Examination, clearly shaken by this, remains silent. Many students are disappointed by these developments because they fear they could be denied the opportunity to study the subject they love.
எனக்கு இங்க அட்மிஷன் கிடைக்கல. நான் ரஷ்யால படிக்கிறேன் மெடிசன். இந்த மாதிரி இங்க லோ மார்க்ஸ் வாங்குனவங்க இந்த மாதிரி ஃபேக்கா மார்க் ஷீட் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணி இந்த மாதிரி அட்மிஷன் வாங்குறது ரொம்ப தப்பு. அது ரொம்ப ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ் அந்த மாதிரி செய்யறது ரொம்ப தப்பு.
பெரிய ஏமாத்தமாக இருக்குது. கஷ்டப்பட்டு படித்து கிடைக்கலன்னும் போது நம்மளோட கம்மியாக மார்க் எடுத்தவங்க ஏதோ குறுக்கு வழியில் போய் அவங்க ஷீட் வாங்கும் போது எனக்கு ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாக இருக்குது.
In February, Chennai Suburban Police arrested an engineering student and an agent for submitting tampered mark sheet. Looks like that was only the tip of the iceberg, which the authorities had failed to take seriously. In Chennai, with Nithala and Shabir Ahmed, Ramanathan for NDTV Hindu.
And former Vice-Chancellor with the Anna University, Dr. Kalanidhi, was in our studios and spoke to us about the transparency that is much needed in the system.
You know, the main competition for doing this is because of the capitation fee that is being charged both in engineering and medicine. The examination board will have to take serious steps like introducing this whole marks into the website. As soon as you collect the marks, put it in the website so that Anna University can take the marks from that and then put the ranking list. We give too much importance to the +2 marks only. Earlier we were having entrance examination. Right through the country we are having entrance examination. Only in our state we have removed entrance examination. Whatever the re-evaluation results are there, it is given to the student. A copy is not available on the website. If that is available, the student will not do the mischief.
Well, still ahead on the bulletin, with over 17 under medical care, Shipping Ministry demands a probe into the Mumbai gas leak. Also coming up, squash champion Deepika Pallikal says no to chocolate boy Maddie. When and where? Find out on the other side.